Well, good morning. It's Monday, and we had a nice weekend. We had grandchildren over most of the time, and it's always interesting to watch the young ones grow up. And boy, that sounds old, doesn't it? As I said, this is not yet 80. 72 here, still kicking out and strong. So, the 14th of October, and tomorrow is an interesting day. It's voting day. Yes, I know it's not November 5th, it is October 15th, and we are going to vote early. Why, you might ask? Well, the main reason to vote early is so that it's in the books. And no one needs to call me and say, have you voted yet? They get lists of those that have voted, and well, we'll be on that list, and no one needs to call me. I hope to be somewhat involved and turn around and call others here in Georgia, maybe other states, to vote, because I can't begin to tell you how important it is for this election to go the way it needs to. We cannot have Trump for another 4 years. That would just be a disaster, not only for the Democrats, but I mean for the country, and then for the world, as Donald Trump is a danger, an absolute danger. And one of the things that Harris needs to start saying out loud, that he's deranged, that he is demented, he is not fit for the job. And she started saying that last night, I guess, in Greenville. She had a packed auditorium, and Greenville is in South Carolina, and there's probably no chance in hell that she's going to take South Carolina. That is just not going to happen. But in Greenville, you have a lot of people coming in from Georgia, and probably some people coming in from North Carolina. So you have a good group. One of the big groups that I have seen is Republicans for Harris. And that's powerful. Hopefully we'll see more of that crossover. I can't begin to tell you how worried I am. Nothing I can do about it. On the more personal front, I disposed of a electric razor that I've had, I don't know, I think even passed down from one kid to another. But in the last few times I've used it, and I have changed the blades on it in the past, but I had to encourage it to run. I actually had to spin the rotors by hand to get it to run, and it only runs when it's plugged in. Anyway, I gave it its last chance, and it is sitting in the trash can next to my sink. And I gave it a fond farewell, but I have replaced it, of course, with a new Norelco, really fancy, and it's wet and dry. And I shaved this morning, and as you can see, I don't look like a homeless person. It's so funny when you video yourself like this, and I have to apologize for it because no one's watching. Not yet. And maybe someday somebody will go, hey, that guy, I watched him, and he's really boring, but it gave me 12 minutes of what it's like being old. That's kind of what I'm here for, is to explore those feelings of getting old. One that came up recently, and I think I mentioned it already, about balance. So I've been thinking about it, and I hope I'm doing a whole lot, but it's mostly occurs at night when I take the dogs out for their final walk. Sorry about that. I'm sitting here walking back and forth because my normal sitting place is occupied. little kids and mom. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So just walking outside at night after having being sitting for hours, watching TV. There's one that I should talk about. Anyway, it just seems like the ground is not steady. It's kind of bending in one direction or another. Not enough to, cause you to fall or anything, but it just feels weird. And I'm not sure, what that is. It's sort of an off bit that things are, not as solid as they used to be. I'm playing my PS5 game, the Star Wars Outlaws. It's gotten really terrible reviews, unfortunately. My son is also playing it. I think I've mentioned that. He's way ahead of me. He says I'm on different planets. I'm still trying to do the first mission or complete the first mission. Anyway, I played up probably until 12 o'clock last night, and then because we had one of our granddaughters spend the night, my bed was taken up with little kids, so I wasn't in that room. I was elsewhere. So what else? As I say, we went to Costco yesterday. We go there and we make a deposit, because we always come out of there with $300 or $400 worth of stuff. Most of it, is that we do. We use, we eat, and actually use. That's where I got the new shaver. For $100, it was that worked out quite well. But it is funny. We basically walk out of the store saying, oh, did we get 300 or 400? And you go, how do you spend $400? Probably once a month. But, for instance, last time we did the $400, we got a whole bunch of meat. Well, we still have most of it, a lot of it left over. I like the little stands inside the place where they offer you, a taste of the product, and invariably I take advantage and will buy some of those. The last one, again, this is boring, sorry, was a mini wonton. They were really delicious, and I'm hoping I can recreate what I had at the store and have it with my Chinese soup, and that would be a good meal. Guess what? We are getting to our 12-minute mark. I can't even believe that. And again, it is a nice day. Again, it's a Monday, and I will tell you how our voting went tomorrow. It has been a couple of days where you haven't seen me, but we're going to try to do this on a daily basis, a somewhat kind of a diary, and we'll go from there. Have a good one.